Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. This is just something that I really need to get off my chest about this platform and where my mind is after all of this nonsense has gone down. Now, if you guys don't understand what's going on, we have another awful implementation to YouTube, that being the Coppa loss and the issues that have come up for creators as a result of this. Now, a lot of creators have done a breakdown on what Coppa is and whatnot. So I don't really feel like doing that. I really just kind of want to get my frustration out, and I'm not really going to sound like it, but it's just because when I get pretty frustrated, sometimes I'll get heated, and then there's some times where I'm just I'm so done with everything, and right now I'm at that phase. I'm just at the phase of I'm so done with everything. Because what this tells me is that, the days of YouTube are insanely numbered, and the harsh reality is that, I may be wasting my time here with YouTube. Not necessarily in the fact that, I'm gonna just not be on YouTube anymore, or, I shouldn't be a content creator, but maybe it's time that I moved somewhere else, or at least expand, the horizon of where I should upload my content. Because right now YouTube is it's just a chicken with its head cut off, and if it's not cut off, it's literally just halfway decapitated right now. It's about to come off, and I don't know when it's going to, but it's really soon at this rate. Because all that this Coppa crap has done once again is shown us that YouTube is a corporate, they're just the typical corporate company. At one point they weren't. At one point they did look after creators. I know because I've been here when YouTube debuted. I've seen how it's changed over the years. I grew up with YouTube in a way. I didn't necessarily always have access to it because, the internet was still, getting its wrinkles out and whatnot, but I've seen the state of YouTube. I've seen how, your videos, regardless of what they are, were shown to people. I've seen how they promoted content no matter what it was at one time, as long as it, wasn't anything harmful. But now, your videos aren't shared to your people. They don't know when you upload. And for crying out loud, they're running in circles here. At one point they're like, oh, let's make YouTube very kid-friendly, and now that this Coppa crap is going on, it's like, oh, if you're kid-friendly, we're gonna punish you. So it went from them promoting, kid-friendly crap, to now they're punishing you for making kid-friendly stuff. You know what I mean? And it's really surprising to me that it's gotten to this point, and no one, at least not the really big, YouTubers that obviously should be saying something about this, they're not saying anything about this. I'm not going to mention names, I'm not trying to start drama. But, whenever there's a problem with YouTube, they usually don't, they don't pretend as if that problem, it doesn't exist. But right now, with as big as this problem is, the fact that they're not touching on this subject is really just making me realize that these people are probably, just in cahoots with YouTube. Not necessarily, in cahoots to the degree of they're in on everything, but at least in the cahoots to the point where, YouTube is going to make sure that they stick around because they're giving YouTube the money. Because YouTube have just come out and said it, the 1% of creators that are actually successful is making the platform 90% of its income. So us little guys, we're irrelevant to YouTube. They don't care about us. They don't care about having our channels grow on their platform. That's why they can do stuff like ensure that our videos don't get shown to our subscribers. That's why they can do crap like have these little monthly or sometimes even weekly spam removals where they're quote-unquote removing, hundreds if not thousands of subscribers depending on your channel size. And if you're a smaller creator, you're really going to feel this. Yet, however, looking at the really big channels, the proportion of subscribers that should be considered spam at least, you're not going to see a 200,000 drop in subscribers for these channels. When these spam removal accounts BS happens, you barely see 1,000 sometimes. So there's obvious bias going on in this platform, and the fact that like we've put up with it for so long is really amazing to me. And I honestly feel like one of the biggest issues is that it's just that right there. The fact that people feel like we have to put up with YouTube, that there's no other thing but to do than to put up with YouTube. And I've got news for you guys. Like, saying no to something and like boycotting something is never going to be easy, because obviously you were using it as at one point before you start boycotting it. And YouTube, yes, the platform has its uses and whatnot. It's in a way like endless free storage. If you're a streamer, you can just store your videos here, download them later and whatnot. But the state that it's in now, like, no, we don't only have to put up with it. There's other platforms out there. Are they as good as YouTube? Not at all, because they're not trying to compete with YouTube. They're just trying to be alternatives instead of actually competing. However, if we actually went to some of these platforms and literally just boycotted YouTube for a month, if like a whole bunch, if a whole bunch of people, right? If a whole bunch of the smaller creators, even a couple of the big creators, if we literally boycotted YouTube for 1 month, now I know that this is not going to happen because people can't unite to save their lives, but if like just a good amount of creators, like boycotted YouTube for a month, that would get their attention. That would show them that like right now they're really only the head honchos of the video sharing service because there's no competition. And they know that. That's why they can treat us like any kind of way and feel like we're just going to sit here and take it. But the issue is, like you're hitting that dog and you really think it's not going to start biting at one point. And I'm telling you, the fangs of YouTube content creators are raring to go. They're sharpening them up. They're taking them to the dentist. And they're ready for some blood. Because they're really getting sick and tired of YouTube screwing over the creators. We're the freaking people giving this platform its content and whatnot. Like, I don't care how corporate you are. There's no way that you can produce as much content as creators combined as a whole have produced over the many years that this platform has been a thing. You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter is, you're kicking off, like what? Like 90% of the creators on this platform because you had them appealing to these kids and whatnot. And now you don't want them appealing to the kids. And, now they're stuck in this limbo because they can't make certain adult content. If it's firearms in there, demonetize guns. You're talking about serious topics like depression and anxiety. Demonetized. So I can't make content for kids. I can't make content for adults. Not me. I'm just speaking, in generally right here. I'm speaking from the creator standpoint. If I can't make content for kids, I can't make content for adults. And you're pretending as if there is no mid-ground with this thing called teenagers and preteens. This thing where you're not quite an adult, but you're not quite a child. That in between. Apparently that doesn't exist on YouTube. So I'm screwed either way for the most part. And the issue is no one's really going to like. They don't know when enough is enough these days. Like, they just really think that we just gotta bite the bullet and just keep putting up with YouTube. And that's one of the biggest issues right there, because we don't have to. And even if the video sharing services that are alternatives to YouTube are not as good, if enough people start going there and start getting it traction and start giving that income, it could easily start competing with YouTube. But when is that going to happen? When are we literally just going to stop having this stupid battered wife syndrome and just say enough is enough? I just don't think that's going to happen. And honestly, folks, like, I'm kind of getting personal here, but I'm genuinely considering, like, whether I should be going to, like, just downright make a podcast series, because I made this channel with the desire to, like, kind of have discussion-based topics, and YouTube doesn't promote that nowadays because you're supposed to have this idiotic over energetic, like you've inhaled about 45 pounds of cocaine persona on the internet because everyone wants this little fake persona where you're always happy and you're not allowed to talk about serious problems. And that's just not how I planned on doing my channel. I wanted to discuss some issues that people don't discuss and address the problems that people want to overlook. But YouTube doesn't promote that and whatnot. And it's not just about money. It's literally just about reaching people. And YouTube doesn't even want you to do that. You can't even build an audience. Even if you didn't have any plans on monetizing your content, YouTube says, screw you, you're not making the content that we want you to make, so we're not going to promote your videos. And, you know, like, I get it because, like, technically they're in the position where it's like you're using our service so we can decide whether to promote your content or not. And I get that. I really get that from, like, your little corporate point of view, YouTube. But what I want is equal treatment. And if you're over here ensuring that some big named YouTuber, you know, essentially doing the exact same thing that some of these smaller channels do that you don't promote their content for, but the bigger YouTuber, you're promoting their content, well, I can see that there's going to be an issue with that because, frankly, you're saying that you don't want this content, but because this bigger YouTuber who's already bringing in the views, he's bringing in the money, you're going to make sure his content is promoted because that's giving you more watch time, more views, more money, and all that good stuff. But the fact of the matter is, you know, YouTube content creators they've had enough of this crap. But no one's gonna get to the point where they're literally just going to make the choice and the stand to just outright boycott YouTube. Because it's not gonna be just easy, folks. Like, it's not really gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy to know that, you know, all your entertainment is here and to just stay away from it for a while. But if we're really gonna get, like, YouTube to freaking wake up to the fact that we can leave these guys helpless at a moment's notice, you know, like, I'm speechless because we can literally, like, even if it's just for a week, the amount of, like, money that YouTube would lose from, like, that big of an amount of people not uploading and not watching their videos and whatnot. You know, that'll get their attention because corporations, the only thing that speaks to them is money. So when you start messing with it, then they're gonna, like, you know, they're gonna take you seriously a bit. And the fact of the matter is we don't have to keep putting up with YouTube. I keep saying this because it's true, we don't have to. But so many creators, they're so scared to, like, I'm not even telling you to quit YouTube outright, folks. I'm just saying, give them a reason to start actually caring about creators again. Because they're going to care when they realize that their money is going away. Because we are tied to their money. We're the ones that make the content that people watch. And the fact of the matter is, if we go, their content's going to stop. No one's going to just keep rewatching the same videos over and over again. That's just the truth. And the fact of the matter is, even if we had to put up with, like, just a freaking alternative video sharing website, just for a week or 2 weeks, that is going to get YouTube's attention. That is going to get their attention, and that's going to make them start really reevaluating stuff. Because the fact of the matter is, guys, like, unless something really insane happens, YouTube's literally just going to kill itself. You know, like, they're just gonna become a platform where, you know, if you're famous, then whoop-de-doo for you, we're gonna look out for you and whatnot. But if not, then good luck actually trying to succeed on this platform because it's just not, it's not gonna be possible anymore. They've already just essentially established that, hey, we're here to look out for the ones who are already here on YouTube, who've already made it. If you're not a celebrity and you don't already have an influence before you come on this platform, then don't bother trying. Don't bother trying. That's all they're really saying at this point. And the fact of the matter is, there's plenty of other platforms that we can use, guys. There really is. I mean, if you're an artist, you don't have to upload videos on YouTube. You can have your own, like, you know, like, little page on Patreon or whatever art website you want to use, and you can upload your art videos there. If you're a podcaster or discussion channel like me, there's tons of podcast freaking platforms. You know, like, we don't have to keep putting up with this. And I just don't understand why creators everywhere just feel the need like we have to keep putting up with this. I mean, if you're a gaming channel, you might as well just start streaming. Don't go to Twitch, though, because they're no freaking better. You know, you might as well start streaming or something. Because at this rate, it's just not worth putting up with on YouTube. They've really just decided that, listen, we're gonna decide who is successful on YouTube. We're gonna promote their content or not promote their content. You know, we're gonna censor reality and whatnot. And that's really just the way that it is on YouTube. And I can't help but feel like we have to do something about this. So that's going to bring this video to a close. I know that it's like, you know, just something crazy, but there's nothing I can't really describe what I feel at this point. Maybe I'll make a part 2 because it feels good to get it out of your system, but, you know, there's a lot more to it. Rate the video what you think it deserves. Tell me what you'd like to see in the future in the comments below. And I will see all of you, hopefully, in the next video. Take care.